He's broke for a reason, and in most cases, it's laziness. Hi guys, Linda here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Linda and I'm filming this video from Lagos, Nigeria. So guys, I'm going to be talking to you about all the reasons why you should not be dating a broke guy. Even if you're a guy watching this video, don't also date a broke girl. She has to be doing something. Even the guy has to be doing something and working actively on that thing he's doing on a daily basis. Not he does it for this week and then he chills for another week. Does it for another week, chills for another week. Like, you cannot entertain laziness in a relationship. You cannot entertain laziness in a partner. That's just something that is not acceptable. If somebody you are dating is broke, or even intending to date is broke, there are serious issues going on with that person, and in most cases it is laziness, like serious laziness. Aside from just laziness, it might just be that he's not willing to humble himself and do what's available at his disposal. Or it's also possible that he's somebody that has just lost so much of his self-esteem that he begins to feel like, oh, he's not capable of doing anything, or he doesn't have any real skill, or it's only just one thing he knows how to do, and that thing that he knows how to do, there are not much opportunities for him in that thing that he knows how to do. So therefore he then feels like he has to tend towards doing something negative. So if it's not something negative, then there's no opportunity for him to do something which is legit, that can put money in his pocket. So he just tends to do what is negative. And the same also applies for a girl. She might feel like, oh, if she wants to go get a job somewhere as a waiter, or go get a job somewhere as a cleaner, she might not be willing to humble herself to do those things, but she might be willing to stand on the road, meet a guy, sleep with him, get money, because that's easier. And I'm not trying to judge girls that do that, honestly, like, if you do whatever works for you, like, I'm not trying to judge, but I just feel like on a long term, you can't do that forever. You can't. That's not something you can do until you get to like until you get to old age. So it's just much better for you to start thinking towards doing something more something you can do for a longer period of time. And if you're looking for ideas on stuff that you could do to earn a living, you can check out videos I've made about side hustle ideas, business ideas. I'm going to put links to those videos somewhere, or possibly in the description box, so you could check out those side hustle ideas. So another reason why that guy is broke is because he's mentally lazy. Take it from me, he's mentally lazy. Because one thing I noticed is a lot of people have a very, very weak mindset. And not just a weak mindset, they always tend to go along with the people that they hang around with. Most of them tend to have the same kind of mindset. So you just start to see that even when he sees that, oh, I made a mistake in this part, I probably didn't finish this certification I was supposed to finish, I probably didn't follow through with this other deal I was supposed to follow through with, I left it along the line, and you now start to limit yourself just because you feel you didn't get this thing that society regards so much of, and for that reason you feel that you can't achieve something. Like, I personally, as much as people place so much emphasis on having a university degree and all of that, I personally feel you can still make something tangible out of your life if you don't have a university degree. Because look at, like, I try to not limit myself to this Nigerian environment. I tend to look at people like Les Brown. I look at people like Stephen Harvey. Is this Stevie Harvey? Yeah, Stevie Harvey. These two men don't have university degrees. I think they probably just stopped at primary or secondary school, at the primary or secondary school level. But look at where the level that they're operating at, because they had a very strong mindset. They had a vision of where they wanted to be, and they were willing to work and improve themselves to get to do those places that they wanted to get to. But you can be someone who probably has your certificate from the uni, and all you would probably aspire to be is just, oh, a good employee. Oh, you aspire to grow towards being a manager, maybe at most a CEO of somebody else's company, which is really, really not a big vision. It's really not a big vision. So the thing is, if you're not willing to dream big, you're not willing to think big, you're not willing to work on that big dream that you have on a daily basis, it's not possible for you to achieve much in life. You can't have a weak mindset. You cannot have a defeatist mindset and think you're going to achieve much in life, because truly, Ladies, I just want to just talk to you guys. If you're dating a guy and you just notice that, or you're just trying to get to know him, and you notice that his mindset is kind of is not up to par, there's no need proceeding in that relation. No matter how much you like him, no matter how much you might be attracted to him, no matter how much you really, really want things to work. Honestly, the mindset is very, very important in for a successful relationship. If it doesn't have that, I can, I will, it's possible mindset, there's no need proceeding. Just let him go. Because it's one thing for you to have the ability to do, and it's another thing for you to believe that you can do. So as I said before, the first point I mentioned was laziness. If he's lazy because he doesn't feel like he has the ability to do, and the mindset is big because it feels like, oh, how can I do this thing because I don't even have the certificate that other people are doing. Other people are better than me because they have the certifications. Forgetting that these papers are just papers. You might acquire this paper through hook and crook, but it doesn't mean you actually pass through the system and really allow the education system really, really get into you. So having a good mindset and at least trying on a daily basis consistently are two of the most important reasons, two of the most important things that I find that are missing in most of these people that are broke. That's like either male or female. Let's start getting into the more, but I call it petty, or the more serious points. So in most cases, the third reason why you should not be dating a broke guy is you'll be dating a grown boy. He's all grown up, but he's still a boy. He's still a baby. I don't want to call, should I call him a baby? Like a baby. Baby you have to carry. Because literally you find out that this guy actually can't even take care of himself. You might look at his appearance and you might just start to see that, man, this guy doesn't even know how to beat himself well. He doesn't even know how to dress up well. He doesn't even know how to take care of himself. Like, he doesn't know how to hustle for money and put food on his table. If he gets money, he blows it. I think that's another point, which is like financial accountability or financial intelligence. But you don't want to be having to cater to your man, like in all aspects. You don't want to be his mom. You don't want to be in a situation whereby you're dating somebody, you're probably engaging in, stuff with him, and you're still providing for him, and you're still encouraging him to do something which I just feel like it's so much work. It's so much work. It gets really exhausting. And honestly, no matter how much you might love somebody, no matter how much you might like somebody, there's a limit to how much you might be willing to go through with that person. Because you would notice, if you are very honest to yourself, you notice that the reasons why he's doing all of these things is because you are pushing him. He's not doing them because he really wants to do them. He's doing them because you are the one pushing him. And if you had stopped pushing him, he's definitely going to stop doing those things, because those things are things that doesn't come natural to him, because he doesn't have that spirit. It's not something that is in him. So God forbid, let's imagine you eventually build a family with this guy and something happens to you, and you leave your children with somebody like that. Do you think he's going to be able to take care of your children while you're not there? If probably you left, maybe you struggled and you found a way to keep the family afloat. In less than 1 year of you being away, whatever resources you left behind is going to be squandered by this fellow, and he's going to go back to where he came from because he lacks that. He's just not grown up. He's not mature enough to actually. He hasn't grown up. You don't want to be playing with a grown baby. You don't want to be playing with a grown boy. It's just very exhausting. So please, if you are sort of in that situation and you're just trying to find out, oh, should I choose love? Please forget about love. Love, I feel like love is an action word. You don't want to be in a situation whereby you're the only one doing so much for this guy, Maybe the only way he could support you might just maybe emotionally. Maybe you guys are really good friends. You guys talk a lot, but then in other areas, like, he just doesn't meet you. It's like he's somewhere here, meanwhile you're here, you're struggling to pull him up, and then you're beginning to struggle, and you're beginning to find out that from you being somewhere, you're beginning to now go down to his level to meet him. And honestly, there's something Les Brown says. He says, when you work with somebody, it's either they catch up with you or you slow down to meet them at their level. You don't want to ever be with somebody that you have to go back to places you've passed just for you guys to be able to work together. you need to be able to meet the person up. He needs to either be able to meet you up, or you yourself need to be able to meet him up at where he's at. That's just how I feel about it, because it makes no sense. Like, do not drag yourself down. Don't let a relationship drag you down. Don't put yourself in a situation whereby you sabotage all of the work you've done on yourself just because you're trying to be with a man. Don't even do it. And even for a man to do the same thing, don't sabotage everything that you worked on yourself, and other, even on growing yourself in the various aspects of your life, just because you're trying to be with this girl. It's not going to be worth it, because at the end of the day, you will just be angry at yourself that you felt, oh, maybe love was enough and whatever. Honestly, love is not enough. It's one thing for you to love somebody. It's another thing for the person to be ready for that love that you're willing to give the person. And it's another just don't put yourself in that situation. Don't date a grown baby. The fourth reason why you should not be dating a broke guy is because in most cases this guy lacks financial wisdom. Because one thing I noticed when I found myself in that situation was, this guy will get money, and the first thing he will do is, instead of him thinking about, oh, what can I do with this money that is going to give me a return on investment? Can I use this money now to start a business? Can I use this money now to start selling something that I would definitely get a turnover from? No, he wouldn't think about it. He'll use the money and start sending the money to people just because he's trying to make them happy. Okay, I got this money and whatever. He starts sending this money to people. Something that you should be using that money to think about, what can you do for yourself to earn extra money? But you always think about, oh, there's always like a limitation of, oh, this money is not enough for this. So you just blow it on something else that will not even help you. When you get money, you use it to service things that are not assets. You're busy servicing liabilities, which honestly doesn't make sense. And another thing you'll find is, there's always they would always make poor financial decisions. Let's say now you entrust this person with your business, and let's say he's probably marketing your product for you, and you fix the price of your product at a particular thing. This person might go and make a very, like, you could just decide, oh, I'm trying to make a sale, so I'll just sell the product that I'm supposed to sell at 2,000 naira for 1,000 naira, just because, oh, okay, yeah, at least I sold something now. But does he even realize that this product in question has a cost price? Are you selling this product less than the cost price of making this product? So you don't want to get with somebody that just doesn't. It's just not there mentally. Like, he doesn't have that mental. He doesn't have that wisdom. Don't get with somebody that doesn't have financial wisdom. Like, you would regret it. You would literally be finding, you get to that point where you just become so irritated by the whole situation, that even if you had any love for him before, you might just start to lose respect for him, and you might start to lose respect for a guy. It's becoming quite tricky, because, man, it's not going to be worth it at the end of the day. Another thing I want you guys to watch out for is, this guy will always tell you things like, I don't ask women for money. But when you go out, let's say you guys go to a shopping mall or something, you notice that, okay, he's picking things, but when it's time to pay, he doesn't step forward like he wants to pay for this thing. He's going to stand behind you and let you proceed to pay. But he's going to tell you, oh, I don't ask women for things. But when it's time to pay for stuff, you run to the back. And then you pick stuff that you like, pick whatever it is that you like, put it into the cart, you push the cart. Oh, baby boy. Baby boy. And when it's time to pay, you just move to one side while she steps forward and pays the bills, and you carry the stuffs out. Like, honestly, you do not want to be with. And another thing you will notice is, this guy doesn't have much money, but yet he's buying things that, if you be buying things that, if I was in a situation, I'd rather, oh, why not give me the money? I'll use the money to do something else. At least I'll manage the money and be eating it small, so that it will last me a longer period of time than blowing it on things that are very, very foolish. You just notice that even from those little scenarios, like a scenario I just painted out now, the things you'll be picking to buy are things that are very foolish. You just see a lot of stupidity in the choices this person in question might be making. Honestly, sis, don't put yourself in that situation. Like, I've been there. Funny enough, like, this is not the first time I'm actually, like, I'm not the type of person that wants to date a guy because he has money and whatever. But if I'm going to be very honest to you, I think I put myself in this situation on numerous encounters. I think I've been in this situation like maybe like two occasions in my life, twice. I think I've been in institution like twice in my life, and I always like, support. Is it twice or even three times? I would always support these guys, but at the end of the day, it doesn't always work out. It doesn't always work out. It doesn't always work out. There's some women that have that patience to really endure with a guy, go through it. But for me, I don't have a lot of that patience. I'm not willing to really go through it and see a grown baby, or rather a grown boy, up until when he's grown up to a man. Like, honestly, I don't think I'm built for that. But if you feel like you have that patience, please go ahead, baby him until he grows up. And in most cases, you find out that this guy wants to be pampered. He wants to be treated like a baby. Oh, if I do something wrong, just talk to me gently. If I do something good, praise me, tell me, oh, you did this thing well, you did this thing well. You now begin to wonder, like, how did I get myself in this situation? Am I dealing with a man? I'm dealing with a boy? I'm dealing with a baby? Like, what's going on here? You do not want to find yourself in this situation. Like, it gets very, very irritating. Sis, no matter how delicious that guy looks, no matter how handsome he looks, please think about the fact that he would never be able to buy you anything that you want. He will never be able to get you. He won't be able to take you out on dates. And if you guys are able to even go out on dates, you'd always have to be the one paying these bills. And then he's dressing like, funny enough, guys like this are able to invest a lot of money in their looks. But some of them might just not be very into fashion. I may not know how to put themselves together. But whenever they get money, the first thing they invest the money in is their looks. So they want to shave their hair. If the person probably makes his hair, probably wants to go and make his hair. They try to take care of their looks a bit. Then those that are really, really, full on, like, grown boys that chase after women that can take care of them, they really, really invest a whole lot in their looks. So you want to be very careful not to find yourself in situations that are being in. Do not date a grown boy. Instead of you to date somebody that is broke, please just remain single. Honestly, like, it's not that bad to be single, because for somebody like me, like, honestly, I enjoy my own company. As much as, yes, it's cool to talk to a guy, have somebody that you could call, like, okay, your boo, your best friend, your whatever. You're actually more at peace when you are single. I think I made a video some years back about the benefits of being single. I'm gonna put a link to that video up here so you guys can watch that video. Like, being single is not so bad, because honestly, if you're dating a guy and there's so much stress, there's so much pressure, there's so much uncertainty, like, you're just hoping, and like, it's just exhausting, that's not the right relationship for you. Because I feel like the right relationship there won't be much stress, there won't be pressures, there won't be, like, you won't have the feeling like you have to groom a man. You have to groom a boy to become a man. Like, it shouldn't be that bad. That's just my take on what a real relationship should be like. And if a guy really loves you, he should be striving hard to better himself. And if he even loves himself, he should be striving hard to make himself better, not just because of you, but because he actually wants to be a better person for himself. And it shouldn't be just because, oh, you showed up and then he sees that, okay, you're at this level. He's now struggling hard to try to catch up with you at the level you're at, because he knows that, oh, maybe you guys don't really meet up. Like, you guys are not really on the same level and all. If he really likes himself, he should have been actively working on himself to become a better person. Another thing I want you to be very, very mindful of is, most times, guys like this will try as much as possible to see if they can get you pregnant. Because, let's just be honest, the world out there is really, really tough. And most times you find that if you lady and you're able to do, like, most ladies these days are very, 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 very hardworking. And if a guy finds a lady that's very hardworking, most times, and he's the lazy or the grown boy, he's gonna try his best. And he sees that maybe you're hardworking and you have a lot of potential to do very well, and you're already doing well, and you can even become more and more, like, very successful. He'll try as much as possible to see if he could get you pregnant and tell you, okay, we're going to get married. And the thing is, if you are desperate to get married, if you are in a hurry to get married, you're going to get trapped in that situation. And the moment you get pregnant, because of shame, you end up choosing to marry this guy that is not even worth you, or even worth your time and attention. So if you are still at the beginning stage, or even if you are at the middle stage of that situation, try as much as possible to get away or out of it. If it's probably taking a 2 week trip, go somewhere, go and visit your sister, or go and visit your mom, or go and visit your friend. Just go away for 2 weeks and make sure you don't see this guy for 2 weeks, and limit communication with him. The moment you do this, in that period, you start to really assess and think about, do you really want this person in your life? Is this person what you really want? Is this who you really want to go forward with? Is this your final choice? Like, you think that this is the best? Do you think this is the best that God has for you? And is he even somebody you can be proud of? Like, can you show your dad that, okay, dad, this is my boyfriend, or this is my husband to be? Is this somebody you can be proud of? Once you see that he's not somebody you can be proud of, please don't allow love to kill you there. Don't allow love to make you just stay in a very unhealthy, difficult, irritating situation. Just get out of it. Don't date a baby. You don't need a baby in a grown man. You don't need a baby. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you agree with me, let me know in the comment section. If you disagree, let me also know in the comment section. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button right below. Also, turn on the post notification bell right beside the subscribe button, so you don't miss any of my uploads. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you in my next video. Until then, remember, be bold, have courage, live a positive life. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
I'm really trying, so I should stop it. So hard on me.